All right, poster and flyer design in Photoshop. Well, let's get started. If I go to where's my, oh, up here, sorry. So I just wanted to look at a few examples, and there's a bunch of good stuff on the internet if you look. This is kind of a cool design right here. You've got a photograph of a person, and this was erased out, and then you've got lettering over the top of it. You've got shapes, you've got color, you've got letters, you've got all kinds of stuff here. It catches the eye, and it gets across, whatever you want to get across. Obviously, this would catch attention. You can have ones like this that are like more uh, businessy, that are, they've got all the information that you need on there. They've got some nice shapes, they've got some shadowing, they've got all kinds of stuff like that. If you start looking through these, you'll see there's tons and tons of different designs. So there's different shapes, different designs, and we're just gonna go over basic stuff in Photoshop, and later on, there will be a tutorial where I'll teach you in Adobe Illustrator how to make more complex stuff like this. But take some time, look through some of these examples, and just get an idea of whatever it is that you want to do. You want to catch the attention of whoever is looking at it, typically on social media or wherever you're putting it. These are some nice ones. The use of color is great. A lot of this stuff is a little easier to do in Adobe Illustrator, but we'll do the best we can. Okay, so now I'm going to switch back over to Photoshop, and so we're just going to go create new. So you're going to load Photoshop, create new, and we can make this. It just depends on what you're using it for. If it's for like Instagram or something like that, they use that square format, so like a 10 by 10 is fine. Make sure that your resolution is at least 300, and you can just go create. Okay, so we've got our blank template here to do whatever we want with, and I'm gonna start out by just adding some shapes. So maybe my backdrop, I want it to be a certain color. So right now I'm in my background layer, and if I go down here with my tools and I click on this tool right here, if I click and hold here, you'll see that I've got a bunch of different tools. If your toolbar doesn't show up, if your layers don't show up, whatever it is, you can always go to Window and then find it, and if you just click on it, it'll show up. So if you're having trouble finding something like your toolbar, just go to Window, and in this case, Tools is checked, so that's why this is up. Okay, so rectangle, and I'm just gonna make right now this is set at brown. There's like, you can do whatever you want. You can go up here and change the color, or you can go here and change the color. It's kind of a pain to change the color after you've put it in. After you've set it in Photoshop, it's harder to change the color. In Illustrator, it's much easier. Okay, so I'm going to double click down here, and I'm going to choose a background color. We could choose something like really bright and pink, and I'm going to make a box that goes over this whole thing. And there we go. I've got that layer is pink, and that's my rectangle layer right there. Now I'm going to make a new layer, so I can go to create a new layer, and I can just hit the add button. Notice how my new layer goes here. To make new layers, you can always go layer, new, and layer as well. So in my new layer, remember, whatever layer you're working in, that's the one that should be highlighted in your layers. So right now I created a new layer. I'm just gonna add some more stuff to it. So let's add some shapes. I can go to my shape tool. I can make a round one. I'm gonna change my color to maybe like a blue. You can see that yeah, those look pretty good together. Maybe a little darker, I don't know. something like this. All right, now in this case, I want to have a perfect circle. So I want to hold the shift key down as I make this circle. That way it'll make it a perfect circle. Whenever you hold the shift key down, it will make a perfect square, perfect circle, whatever you want. All right, and I'm going to move this. We'll just move this down here. And then maybe we want another one. So we just can go to my shape tool. Down here. So we've got a couple shapes here. The problem is now these are sort of linked together. So if I move this, it's going to also move the other one. And if I wanted to rotate this, I could just hit Command T and just go over here and rotate this around, something like that. If you hold the shift key down, it'll keep it right, or it should keep it right at 90 degrees. The other thing is, oh, and then I have to hit return, and then that will go there. If you mess up on something, remember you can always go Command Z or Control Z. I'm on a Mac right now showing you this, so if I hit Command Z, it'll just go back to where it was, just like that. And on a PC, it's Control Z. All right, so I want to then maybe put something else on top of this. So I could now go to my brush tool. So let's say I go here. It's my brush tool. If I click and hold, you'll see that there's pencil, whatever. So I'm going to go to the brush tool. Up here, I've got, up here, I've got all my brushes. And there's a bunch of different brushes that you can look through. Some of these I use for fashion photography stuff, but a lot of these are just the ones that are Photoshop brushes. Oops. Photoshop brushes right here. So these are just general brushes that you can use. I'm just going to use this, let's see, dry media brushes. Go through and take a look at some of these and see if there's one that, you know, might work for you. And once you've picked one, I'll just go with a soft. Now, what do I want to do here? I'll go with this one. I don't know what's going on with it, but all right. So I'm in my brush tool. I want to create a new layer, and I want to decide what color I want this to be. So I'm going to double click here. Maybe we'll make this like I could go back to the pink color and do something inside here. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw something random in here. Orange? What goes with pink and blue? Maybe I'll go back to the red or the pink. And I'll just throw something like this in here. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna go, but now I'm hitting my bracket. I'm holding down my bracket key. See that my brush gets bigger, smaller. So the bracket keys are the ones below the plus and minus key on your keypad. And the right bracket makes things bigger, left bracket makes things smaller. All right, so if I'm in my new layer, that layer is highlighted. If I just go like this, it's pretty slow on my computer. So that just made a brush there. And maybe that's all I wanted to do, was just make something like that. You can mess with these brushes. You can go up to here. I'm sorry, to here. And with some of these, you can change the hardness and the softness. So you can make it a softer or harder brush. You can also change the size, but I find it much easier when you just do it with your bracket keys. All right, this one up here. This is kind of a faster one where you can go through and look at all your brushes. So I can see my brushes in here. So I made this, and let me get out of this one. I can stay in this layer. Remember, whatever you make in here. Let's say, I don't like that. Command Z. I get out of that. Don't like that. Command Z, something like that. All right, so I'm not going to go through it all, but that's how to use your brush tool. And now I'm going to put some text. So I'm going to go up to, I'm going to make a new layer, go to my text tool. I'm going to make a text box, and I'm going to use white text. Right now it's purple. I'm just going to make it white. And I don't know, let's say, what could this be a flyer for? If it was for I don't know, let's say we were making a flyer to sell Lincoln Spirit gear. Lincoln Spirit gear, and then I can highlight this text, and I can change the font. If I want, if I just click in here, I can just hit the down arrow, and it'll go through and show me what that particular font will look like. And I'll just keep it simple. And all the other regular stuff that you can do is up here. And so let's just say you wanted to start with that. And then all the information that you would put on a poster, flyer, whatever your use is, you can just add more of these. And right here, if I use this particular tool, this is just me moving this around. So you can also, like, you could take this, and if I'm in this layer here, I could, I think you have to be in this text tool to do this, but I can go up to here and I can warp the text. Maybe I want to make it like that. You can move this stuff around. There's a bunch of these different ones that you can go on to. There's Arch, there's this, there's that, whatever. Okay. So that is a very quick tutorial on just how to use the shapes, how to use the brushes, and the text. So if you're just making a fairly simple flyer for whatever you're doing, this is how to do it. When I'm done with it, just make sure you go to File, Save As, and then go down to Format, and then create a JPEG, and then you can rename it. Let's just say Spirit Gear JPEG, and decide where you want it to save to, and then you just hit save, and then you are good to go. So that is how you do it, and thank you for watching.